Hey guys, welcome back to another dyno day. We've got the Silver Series 453T 100cc injectors in it, and we're testing out a Pulsar 3576R, and that's a ball bearing turbo. The size has got a 58mm compressor and a 62mm turbine wheel. So I've just installed it, haven't started it yet. So we're gonna fire up the Mule here and run it for about 10-15 minutes to warm it up and make sure the turbo's pressurized for the oil system. And then we'll do some pulls with it and see what it does. The last dyno session I did the K27. It was horrible. This one here, it was way too small, divided housing. Yeah, it just didn't work. So I wanted to see how small you could go, and this one's way too small. So this one should be better. We'll see. It's a Silver Series turbo replacement. So ideally for 60cc up to about 80cc injectors. Now I've got the hundreds in here, so I don't know how it's going to perform, but it might surprise me. I don't know. So this was donated for testing. Thanks again, Matt, for lending this turbo out. We'll see how it does, and maybe it's a really good turbo, maybe it's not. There's quite a few guys that are looking at this turbo with different injector sizes. So what I'm going to do is run it with the 100cc injectors, see how it does, and then back down again to N65s. There's a gentleman, Nathan, if you're listening, though I'll test the N65s with the intercooler and without the intercooler and see. Because he's looking at replacing his T04B98, which is the green turbo. Anyway, I'll get it set up and we'll fire Jimmy up and do a few pulls. a 500cc injector on diesel. Jimmy likes that Pulsar. He did really well. He made 260 horse and 700 foot-pounds of torque with a 1000 cc injector, water meth injector. That is 12 horsepower less and 20 foot-pounds of torque more than the BorgWarner 364. So it's a considerably smaller turbo, and down low it pulls like a mule. It holds constant 700 foot-pounds. Yeah. Once the intercooler becomes saturated with heat and everything gets saturated, performance drops. So I do those first pulls, 2 pulls each, and then make sure it's consistent. But really, really nice numbers today. There it is there. Got some heat into it now. And yeah, running real sweet. So the highest I got was 272 and 114 on this side. Heat soaked. So yeah, that Pulsar was really nice. So the numbers are, so the first pull with 1000 cc of water meth was 260 horse and 700 foot-pounds of torque. Really, really nice. And again, I'll put up the outside video, but I think this is the cleanest it's run since I started doing these pulls. Really, really nice. The drive and air box are the same, which is very good. They were both 40, and the boost was 25 psi. I forget what these 364 was. I think it was 27. Yeah, so the Pulsar made the same sort of boost and airbox pressure as the BorgWarner 364. The BorgWarner made 27 psi, 2 psi more than the Pulsar at full horsepower ratings. But down low at 700 foot-pounds, he made 20 psi across the board. So everything was 20 psi, airbox, drive pressure, boost. So perfect. The 364 was 17, 3 psi less. So the smaller turbine housing performs a lot better at the lower RPMs, but you do suffer slightly at the higher RPMs. So on diesel with 1000 cc's, all of these are diesel. Max EGTs with 1000 cc's was 900. Basically, max EGTs were 900. That's all I could get out of it. Yeah, 850 to 900. Couldn't break 900. So very nice. 500 cc injector. He made 252 horse and 660 foot-pounds of torque. And without water meth, just straight diesel, it was 240 horse and 605 foot-pounds of torque. I'll rerun those numbers. They seem really low. I'll do a cold run when everything's cool, so I get the most efficiency out of the intercooler. So I'll rerun the diesel was the last run, so everything was really heat soaked. Water was, yeah. Anyway, there you go, guys. That's really nice numbers. Very nice indeed. Well, there you have it, guys. Really nice run. Ran really, really nice. Pretty much on par with the big turbo, except it made more more torque. Torque is king in my book. I'll sacrifice 12 horse over 20 foot-pounds of torque any day. So really nice results out of this Pulsar. Again, thanks a lot, Matt. They're going to be further testing. The next test, I think I'm going to do another run with just diesel. I'm going to bypass the blower. You guys are talking about drive pressures being 40, and so what I'm going to do, drive pressure's 40, the airbox pressure's 40, and the turbo pressure is 25. So air entering into the blower is 25. The blower adds 15 psi of boost to that turbo boost, resulting in an end result of 40 psi. The turbine sees 40 psi, and that is fine. That's perfect. And you'll see once I bypass that, I should pick up another, I reckon another 12 horse. And you'll see that the T pressure and the drive pressure will be exactly the same. And the bypass will bypass that blower, and those two will be the same, okay? So, yeah, I wouldn't worry about the 40, 40, 25, you know. Anyway, I'll show that once I bypass it. You guys will see that. So again, guys, thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.